Hello. In this video, we want to go ahead and find two positive angles and two negative angles that are coterminal with negative 50 degrees. Okay, so to do this, we have to first realize what negative 50 degrees looks like. Now, I'm going to go ahead and draw this in a coordinate grid. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, and yes, we do use Roman numerals for this. It starts at the top right and goes counterclockwise to give us the increasing. Now, if it's negative 50 degrees, here's what it would look like in standard form. The initial side, of course, is the x-axis, and then negative 50 degrees will look something like that. And so this will be negative 50 degrees. Now, the reason that I know that it's negative 50 degrees here is because we're going down towards the negative y-axis. So that's how you can tell that it's negative 50 degrees. Now, I want two positive and two negative coterminal angles. And what I can do is I can start from here and keep going in the negative direction there to get one more coterminal angle, one coterminal, and then keep going again, and that'll give us a second one. And the question is how do we do that? Well, to get the first one, negative 50, and then we can subtract 360. Now, I'm going to put degrees on those. So negative 50 degrees minus 360 degrees would give me negative 410 degrees. That was that first one that we got when we kept going in the negative direction. Now, start with that negative 410 degrees and subtract off another 360 degrees. So negative 410 minus 360 will give us negative 770? There we go. So negative 770 degrees. And notice that I have just gone from here and I went around twice because there are two circles that I went around, basically. So there you go. Negative 410 degrees and negative 770 degrees are both coterminal with negative 50. And that satisfies the two negative angles. Now let's think about two positive angles. Instead of subtracting off 360, I could instead go in the positive direction. And then I would do it again. So that's once. Do it again. Right there. So they would all look like this angle, but they would in fact be different angles. So what I'm going to do is start out with the initial, negative 50 degrees, and add on 360 degrees. And that will give me positive, what is that, 310? So 310 degrees, awesome. And so we're going to take that 310 degrees and add on another 360 degrees. That will, of course, give me 670 degrees. Fantastic. And so our answer here is simply those four angles. Negative 410 degrees, negative 770 degrees, 310 degrees, and 670 degrees. Now, I do need to emphasize something. You need to write down degree for every single time you write down a degree. It's very important. Later on, we're going to be working with radians, and radians have nothing written there. So if I forgot any of these degrees, those are radians. So it's very important. And yes, I will be picky about that. Alrighty. Well, there you go. These are two positive and two negative coterminal angles with negative 50 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.